What's up, guys? My name is Arsam, and I am a current senior at Pomona College. I am also an international student on full financial aid at Pomona from Lahore, Pakistan. So, today I'm going to be answering some of your guys' commonly asked questions, and these questions in specific, which my man Hitesh asked. In this video, I'm going to go from question 5 all the way to question 9. And with that said, let's get into it. So first off, how many international students typically get in with a full ride? So here's the thing, if you go to Pomona's website and look at their records, nearly 54% of our students our students get some sort of financial aid. Not complete, but some sort of financial aid is received by nearly half of the student body. Now in terms of full ride, what I can tell you from our own experience, in my batch there were 5 people who got into Pomona. One of them went to Stanford and the other 4 came to Pomona. Of them, I had a full ride, and then I think there was one other girl alongside. Like, she had somewhere between half to full financial aid. Not sure. The other 2 were full pay, but then one of them I know for sure was a US citizen as well. So, yeah, hopefully that gives you some context. What I will say is, over here, all of these colleges actually have a lot of money, and you should not focus too much on this, and you should ask them what you think you should ask them. And if they do want you, if they decide that they want you, they will pay you. Like, they will give you the financial aid package. The financial aid package is not something that's going to hold them back a big degree. If they want you and if they really like you, they will pay for you. So, second question, or question 6, does applying ED2 increase your chances of getting in? Absolutely yes. Not just with ED2 but also with ED1. You should always apply early decision or early action. If you don't know what the difference between those two is, early decision is binding, early action I think is not binding. You might need to double check that. What I will say over here is, do not make the mistake of not applying for early decision, because this is one of the major mistakes I made during my application process. So during my first year, I did not apply early because I genuinely believed I could have improved my SAT, which backfired and I got rejected from every single college. Then in my second year, I did apply 81. I applied to Dartmouth. I got rejected, and then I did not apply 82. But I did get into Pomona on regular. I do not advise that. I do highly urge you guys to take advantage of the 82 system because there's way less competition. And with 82, especially if you come from a low income background, you should choose a college that is not the most competitive, because all of these colleges are really good colleges, first of all. Like, I don't blame you, but a lot of brown people, a lot of like South Asians, they believe they have to get into Harvard or otherwise it's the end of the road for them, and that is absolutely not the case. All of these colleges, so many of them are actually very nice, and once you get into them and you make use of the resources, you can really make a very good life for yourself. So it's not about just getting into Harvard. And a lot of people get into Harvard and they mess up their lives. So you need to do what is right for yourself and for your growth. So do avail 81, do avail 82, and make some smart choices. Do not make the same mistakes I made. If due to unforeseen circumstances things change in the future, will Pomona adjust financial aid? Yes, they do. You can always apply for like a revamp of your financial aid, but do not expect to not be on financial aid and then get a complete financial aid package. Do not cheat the system in the sense that when you're applying, you tell them, hey, I don't need financial aid, and then after they admit you tell them, oh, someone died or something happened and now I need complete financial aid. Please don't do it. If it's an increase of $5,000, $6,000, they can do it, but anything more than that, you'll have to give serious documentation, which you might have. But all I'm saying is, do not think that you can first get in and then ask for financial aid. Just ask them upfront, and that is fine. If they want you, they will pay for you. Did being an international student negatively impact your chances in any way? Oh, being an international student negatively impacts your chances in every possible way, right? How do I give you context? So like, from Pakistan, like, there were like 4 students in my batch who got into Pomona. Like, we're a country of 250 million people, and at the same time, I think there were like 30 people in my batch, 30 or 40, perhaps 50 people from New York. And like, New York is like 10 million people, perhaps, that's it. Right, so there's going to be way less international students, obviously. There's going to be competition from countries that can have full pay students, such as China. Most of their students are full pay. There are also like Indian and Pakistani students who are full pay as well, but then we also have financial aid students. So yeah, it is harsh out there if you are international, if you are in need of financial aid. But you should not think about all these things, because you cannot change the circumstances just by imagining them. What you can do, and the way success is measured, is that you do best with what you have at your hand, and you worry about the controllables and not about the things you cannot control. So if I would be in your position, I would know that it is a hard task, but at the same time, don't be discouraged, and don't think about being negatively affected. Remember, everyone has their own journey. Everyone starts at their own position. You're not competing with anyone else, you're just competing with yourself. And last up, any general advice or insights for applicants like me, for like people who are applying, any general advice? I would say work insanely hard, and pick the brains of people who have already done this before you, your seniors, who are in the colleges where you want to be at. All right, go learn from them, ask them for their applications, look at their applications and see what worked and what did not work, so that you have a good reference point for comparison. Secondly, seek mentorship, engage a counselor, whether like your school's counselor or a private counselor, or like some seniors who can give you mentorship and coaching. Is make sure that you have access to like those resources which you need to succeed. Like mentorship is really important, and do not think that you can just do this by yourself. You actually need guidance in this process, which is why I'm making these free resources as well. But beyond that, you should have some sort of mentorship. And the last thing I'll say is like, which is very important as well, which is enjoy the process. Enjoy yourself. You're going to learn so much about yourself as a person throughout this process, and you should do it. Make sure that you make this a journey of growth, not a journey of that I just need to get into some college. And remember, like, you will get into college if you do the right things. But if you just make your whole goal that I want to get into college, and you don't really work, and you just like obsess over that goal, you're not going to go anywhere. So what you need to do is you need to focus on the inputs and all of the things, all of the essentials: applications, test scores, courses, recommendations, every single thing. You have to maximize everywhere, and the best way to maximize is to work hard and enjoy both of those things. So yeah, thank you so much for listening through. Hopefully this was helpful. Once again, I do urge you guys to like, save, share, subscribe, especially share this with a friend of yours who you're working with as a team, as a partner in the application process. And if you have questions, which I know you do have questions, do not shy away from typing them down in the comment box. I do get back to every single comment, and if you provide me good questions, which will be helpful, I'll make more videos on that. With that said, bye bye for now, and I'll see you guys next time.